Figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts. It's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. David Bodie will be summoned into the game to take over at first following the injury. Standing in, Tommy Edman. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. An impressive 4 for 7. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Roll. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any sign. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Miles Mikolas is on the mound for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Elite. Things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman,
now the pitch.
Bryant.
And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, D-Roll, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Here's Javier Baez. And he lays off there 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Skied into very shallow right. Edman will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball one.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. O'Keefe has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one. We are still scoreless. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. No balls and a strike to count. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. No score here as we play inning number 2. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate now, Nolan Gorman, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Fouled off. Breaking ball somehow misses the outside. 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now batting, Nico Horner. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The second baseman, Nico.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Horner, a California-born ball player, is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, this one kind of reminds me of how I was raised. I came up as a shortstop, and everyone thinks you could just go over to second base, seamless transition. Not the case. It kind of feels like you're stepping on a different part of the earth right there. Everything's happening at way different angles. Turning a double play at second base becomes a real focal point and stuff you have to work on. Shortstop, the angles are all moving in front of you, all moving towards first base. This is interesting.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Jason Hayward batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. High strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Thomas calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Batting 7th, the catcher.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Victor Caratini. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Digging in, Lane Thomas. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And now a pitch on the way. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes now.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
The payoff pitch one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Another full count pitch home. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting 8, the catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Brian O'Keefe. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. In there, and it's 0-1. To first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 39, Miles Michaelis.
So striding in, Miles Michaelis. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Down the first baseline, reined in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now. Standing in, Ian Miller.
For the Cubs, the center fielder, Ian
First
Miller.
pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Digging in now, Yu Darvish. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in the grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Red Ryan.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in, David Bodie. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll head to the 4th. Colton Wong will stand in. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Colton Wong goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. Tommy Edman is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. That's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds. And he'll reach second now with one away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. In his career, Goldschmidt is carrying around his sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Schwarber has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are two men gone. And he's up to third safely now with two gone in the inning.
Now batting, shortstop.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The pause and the 0-2.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Line drive to left. Schwarber is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. One left for the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score.
Leading off.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count. Down a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
1-1 to Schwarber. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
And that misses. 2-2. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Stepping in now, Nico Horner. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Row. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la a goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs strength. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The 1-1. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
2-2.
Fouled away. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Ready now, Nolan Gorman looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 35, Lane Thomas.
Stepping into the box, Lane Thomas. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Behind 0-2 now. And it's fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Hit on the ground out to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Boy, was he ever fooled. On that pitch, it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Anytime you're battling and the score is even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
Now at the plate, Ian Miller. From the stretch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Into the box, Yu Darvish, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And they're runners at the corners now. Squeeze was on, but this one will get foul. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a three-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. Wrong for one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Striding in once again, David Bodie. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Soft grounder left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Brian O'Keefe. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Baez onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next to the Cardinals.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Colton.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward has a read on it. And that's the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in once again, Javier Baez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Baez.
Hit back up the middle. DeYoung's got it. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Left fielder.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Here comes another 0-2. The ball and 2 strikes. Baez on at first, nobody out. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
0-1 the count. From the stretch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Fouled away. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Again a 1-2. Runners off for second. Pitch outside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch, and it's fouled away. 2 out here and a runner at second. And oh, this one's by him to the backstop. Throw goes to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Cubs are down quietly. They lead it 1-0. Digging in and looking for more, Tommy Edman. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And, oh, strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
0 for 2 for him to this point. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. Miller is there, 2 gone.
The bat, number 11.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here it comes. This is line to left. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
A 1-1. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
The 0-1 pitch. Off and running is Hayward. Pitch is high. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wished you could have had back.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Well, that was certainly a tough play, and we're taking another look with Showtrack. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. Now Now at the plate, Ian Miller. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
2 out, nobody on. So a full count now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner. And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Now the 1-0.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Here it comes on 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Chris Bryant would be next. 2 out with the man at first. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. This one's flared off to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but now at the plate, Tyler O'Neill. No hits to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
The third baseman, Nolan.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Popped him up. Bodie over to his right. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there's 1 away now.
Now batter.
At the plate, Lane Thomas. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Miller will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Now batting.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Brian O'Keefe. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Popped up, Baez waits on it, and the inning is over. Cards leave one. It remains 1-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ryan Helsley will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Harrison Bader will also come on now, so he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. DeYoung has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So coming to the plate, Javier Baez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in, Harrison Bader. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Harrison.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So a leadoff base hit out of the 9th spot, and that sets the top of the order up nicely here to start the inning.
The second baseman.
Here's Colton Wong now.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this morning.
Number 19.
Stepping in, Tommy Edman. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And he will make it back to first, which is probably where he should have stayed to begin with. Hit sharply toward the right side. And they will put the tag on him. They got him. And with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Chicago Cubs used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Yu Darvish earns his first win of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Miles Michaelis is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
On base. For St. Louis, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Yu Darvish. His record is now 1-3. The loss goes to Miles Michaelis. He falls to 1-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.